Heathen thought of the day.
Enrich my life with your thoughts.
Yes. This one actually could have come straight from your head, and you say it more often than I do, but we haven't said it on here yet, so I thought it's about time. Censorship sucks. That's the major thought.
Mm-hmm.
And I can
Why
understand...
have you been thinking that?
I mean, we bring it up quite often in all facets, not just for horror movies, but in everything. And I'm not saying that, I disagree with maybe putting some warning things for things. If people have experienced certain traumas themselves, they might not want to be reminded of it. So I understand that, this has this in it. So fine. But don't take it out. And the idea that, films, games, music, whatever it may be, makes people violent is just so ridiculous. Are you telling me that society was not violent before we started showing movies?
And we live in an extremely violent world. The world isn't censored. If you're gonna, what's the point in censoring made up things? Plus, I've been watching ultra-violent cinema since I was like 4, and I turned out alright.
Well, the thing is, that it's make-believe.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't say like, oh yeah, you should do this, because almost always, every time I've seen something negative portrayed in art, if you want to call it that, the person perpetrating it is also painted as a bad guy and someone that you don't want to be like. So the idea that people are like, oh, well, they're going to see that and do it, is just mindless.
Also, like, what hasn't been done? I mean, there's stuff out there called, like, werewolf men of the Nazi SS and stuff like this, and
I've also read articles about real life events that are more horrendous than anything I've ever seen in a horror movie.
Of course there is, yeah. I said that quite early on in our relationship. I said real life is much stranger, much more violent, much more depressing than anything that anyone could think of, as fictional. Yeah, so no censorship. My thought, we've been abroad recently, it was hot. We're in London now, it's hot. It got me thinking of the filming conditions of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and what that must have been like in 120 degrees.
Stank central.
Just grueling, and it all shows up on the screen, but not the kind of conditions I think I'd want to shoot anything in, let alone a 90-minute film.
Yeah, I mean,
I would need a plunge pool. I would need one of those spritz fans. I would need someone fanning me. Whatever ice lollies on the go.
I would need some kind of odour purifying
really cold
mask.
alcohol to numb my feelings.
To me, really, it's the stank that gets me. It's just none.
I would just like a big fat cigar. Then we would just be smelling the beautiful aroma of tobacco all day. Because, as a director, you have to drink and smoke if you're going to be a proper one. Not like these pussy directors today. You know who you are.